Here, hold it. Come on, Andy.
I was going to do it. Finish up, you guys. Go! 3 sets. Hang on. Brandon, without getting some weight to do. Give him some weight. I got 25 off there. Take up. You're getting copyright now, man.
Don't copyright me. Trust me, they won't copyright me. Dude, people give me thanks for like what's maybe, I don't know, if you can get Black Ops 3, yeah.
I can get it. It'll be Randy's copy.
Can you get Xbox 5?
You'll have to buy a card. Because I don't have any of those.
Maybe, I don't know.
Alright, get BO2 if you get the Xbox, get BO2 so we can play together.
I'll probably just buy a 360. I don't know, I'm using my PlayStation 3 for now, and then I'll probably buy your Xbox One. Because I want to play some World War. Yeah.
Where I can get
okay, if you want to buy my PS3, I'm selling it for $100 with all 3 games.
My Xbox is it was when I bought it new. They're done. You just got over and grab something. Is that the weight that you want? Okay. Then you should have been spotting him back there.
Okay, so you can buy my PlayStation for $100 and let me get your Xbox, and then I will pay you $100 whenever I get paid. Yeah.
Because I could not get $100.
If you just give me your Xbox, if you give me like $50 and the X, I mean, yeah, you can have my PS3.
What about like 30?
30? Did you get 30? Okay, if you can pay me.
I can hold my yard today for 20 and then I can just take $10.
Okay, listen. If you can get $30. Just try that, Ian.
Ian, if you remove that way.
Well, the hour's already over.
No, I never asked for it.
This kid's weak as fuck. This kid's weak as fuck. This kid's weak as fuck. You can only do a 45. Fucking clickbait right here. Motherfucking clickbait, Garrett. Clickbait. Hashtag Garrett. GMK Baller. On YouTube if he ever makes a video.
Yeah. That, and then go add me on Snapchat and Instagram, and oh yeah.
I'll put all that probably down in the description if anything. I'm gonna turn my camera now that we're not doing weights. I was like, I pointed it at Ian. I was like, that kid motherfucker. You can only do 45.
Andy can barely do 45 on the squat.
Dude, I could do over like I can do more
I
than
was doing
55.
this on 45 on squats. I did 45 on weight.
I could do that, no problem. Hey, give me your girlfriend's number.
Who are you?
Ready that time? Hey, Garrett. Keefy.
What's wrong?
Keefy. Can you give me like a snack or something?
Oh, if I had change.
Oh.
How much do you have? Open it. Oh, I know how you can cheat that out.
Yeah. You open that up, it blocks that off. See what?
Let's go. Please, Garrett.
Buddy.
Come on, Garrett.
No, not anymore. I wasn't giving to you. Yes, I can have a bag of chips.
Come on, Garrett. I hope your machine gets stuck on you. I hope this machine gets stuck on you. Hey, now, there's... Get stuck on him. What bag of chips? Get stuck on him. I'm stronger than you.
Oh, my bag.
You gonna try not to have me?
No.
It's like the bag of chips doesn't have anything in it.
Good. Give it back.
Stop it.
Give it back.
Damn. Quick bait.
Nope.
This is me.
Quick bait. Quick bait. Quick bait them Flabby Patty.
Does BO3 have better camos than BO2?
Not really, no.
Yeah.
Not really. What?
BO3 actually has movement.
No, BO2 does.
Yeah, Afterlife, that green slide looking one.
It's 115.
Oh, 115.
Graham
Quick bait.
That's weaponized.
This is your guys' challenge.
Kicking his ass.
Try to drink 8 bottles of water every day.
Good luck. Good luck.
Hey, if you give me money, I'll buy 8 bottles of water.
That's your challenge this week. Try to drink 8 bottles of water every day, or 8 cups, whatever. If you guys carry on cups,
All right.
try to drink 8 of them.
I'll drink over from right after PE. I record it too.
Oh, Andy, I may have
That's literally what I'll do. I'll go get my cup out of my bag.
Where's my bag?
Hey, carry my Chromebook.
I'm about to die.
Quick bait. Look at this kid. Quick bait.
It's not live. Have you been live since lunch?
I got off whenever we had to jump rope and stuff. Quick bait. Look at that ass.
I'm about to die.
What did you hear me, Garrett? Or go up to your house. Go up to your house live. Quick bait. Quick bait. In front of Zach. Look at that
I
fat
won't be
quick
home
bait.
at 6:30.
Why not?
You don't know when I can tell my new podcast.
Wait, what?
Crap, I forgot it already.
No one's ever gonna watch the stream, so.
They only find the phone.
Unless I feel like getting on the live stream.
Huh?
I'm
Cook,
gonna get on-
you're gonna look at yourself. If you can even, you're gonna get live on Insta.
Well, yeah. I'll at least get 4 viewers.
Dude, I can get 6 viewers on Instagram.
This is my backup pin. Yeah, I want to see mine.
Wait. Say it again.
Hey, what is up with these faggots?
Oh, look at this faggot. Live on YouTube. Go subscribe to my channel. Oh, I don't know. Let me try. Okay.
Yes.
Look at this. Subscribe to my channel. It's Wolfless King.
I ended mine. Mine was good. That was good.
Look at him. Look at that gay little kid over there. Look.
What are those?
These are Viva Walmart shoes.
These are Adidas
You pay more on your
store-bought.
shoes than you do your mouth.
You're right.
That was a burn, by the way. Look at him. He runs. He jukes it. Oh no. Who is? What's up, bro? I'm live. Look at that little nigga. It's only one S.
Oh, you.
And then K1ING.
Okay, well, I'm really gonna have the big go subscribe to your YouTube channel.
I'm not going to subscribe.
He's not gonna subscribe. He just wants to see me live stream. Look at that gay kid. Look, he wishes he had the cool hair over around here.
Dude, my hair is lit.
You wanna see some cool hair? Look at that bald guy over there. Did you even search it?
I did, and then I got rid of it.
That's what I thought, kid. He was gonna subscribe, but he's a loser. That's why he didn't.
You don't have no YouTube channel.
Yes, I do.
No, I know you do.
I have like 3. Come on, dude.
What's it called? Sorry, Andrew. No, Mr. Sorry. What? Is that his? Is that yours?
I still got like 6 subscribers.
Subscribe back to him.
I still got like 6 subscribers now.
You don't have no YouTube channel, Harley.
Yes, I fucking do.
I know you do. You don't.
Oh, yes, he does. He's Wolfless
made me
Xbox.
Huh?
He's Wolfless Xbox.
That's such a game, dude.
I know, but he's the Xbox version of PlayStation 3.
Dude. No matter what, look. Are you talking about Andrew, look, I unsubscribed. You still have 6
Garrett. First person.
We bitches.
I'd knock you out right there. Just get one good punch in your eye, you're down.
One good punch.
He just hit me. Goodbye. You want to see an ass whooping? Let's go. I whoop your ass with a pack. Like your dad does. Subscribe to my channel, Andy.
Subscribe to my channel, bitch.
Okay, what's your channel?
Jacko Beast.
Once you subscribe to my channel, I'll subscribe to yours.
Okay.
What are those? Hey, I ain't afraid to say these are $3 shoes. They're from Walmart and they're called Viva.
Most of all,
They're cheap versions of the piece. Hey, they're the cheap version of your piece of shit right there.
he got some of them fake ass birds.
Look, it's a fucking wannabe YouTuber.
Hey, are you gonna be up at the school today?
Pornhub. Maybe I might.
What? Shut up. If my dad ever looks at your videos,
He won't.
He'll subscribe if he wanted to.
Really? Nuh-uh.
He would.
I'm gonna delete this video. I'm gonna delete all my other videos. And just start back up again.
Your arms are just.
This is where all of Ian comes into talking right here.
You know, you're one of those dudes where it's like totally like that.
Kick ass. That's my name. Kick ass. Let's fight. Meet me at my house and we'll fight on PlayStation. No one's gonna get their ass handed to. Girl fight. Oh. What is it?
I know.
Oh yeah.
What do you want me to give it to you?
Right now. Down the hallway.
Is that what you got this hour?
What? No.
What? Then what
Rate and subscribe.
Then why do you gotta go this way? Ag bath.
I mean, it's a little rough,
Nice. He's looking at me going, what the fuck are you doing down here? Okay, where's this jerky wood?
That's what I mean.
There's not even a way.
I'll fix it. Yes, there is.
I'll fix it, okay? I'm gonna fix it, alright? Subscribe. Right now.
Hey, what's your rap?
Wolf is King.
What?
Wolf is King. I'll send it to you on Facebook if anything. The bell's about to ring. The bell's about to ring. Hi, Becky. Hey, Candace.
What do we do today?
Galen just messed you up, Shane. I didn't take a picture of you. You're on YouTube. This thing ain't $20. It's more than your life. How much do you get for a gram?
What?
How much do you get for a gram?
Why?
I'm just asking.
Why?
Just asking.
How much money?
$20.
You get that?
No, I get a gram for $20.
You're stupid ass. Hey!
Shut up, buddy. Fine.
I'm kid. Beat that guy. I'm kid.
What did I say?
You can't really do your job. Calm down.
want to get lose him.
Okay. Why don't you just have to go like cardio? Yeah, shit, like a man.
Or Zumba.
Sweaty.
Whoa, no!
What, Caitlin?
No, I'm not. No, I said I wouldn't.
So you know how intense Zumba is, right?
Yeah. Well, it's intense. You know how intense cardio is, right?
Oh yeah.
Combine those and
Alright, while I'm getting roll, I want you guys to log into Discovery. And I want you to go to 9.1. So this is now starting the 4th unit. You gotta go over to the 4th unit. Go to 9.1 and go to the Engage tab. Okay, Caitlin, Abby, Grant, Ian, Selena,
What?
Chance, Zane, Candace, Andrew,
Here.
Lexi, Kelton, Braden, Bentley, Paul. 9.1 Engage.
All right, so while we're doing this, go ahead and make sure you have everything else cleared off. Phones, everything else put away. Headphones need to be put away. Out of sight, not just down. Out of sight. Get them out of the way. No temptations. All right, so what we're getting ready to do, we are starting chapter 9, and chapter 9 is going to cover if you were going through it and doing it correctly, for Unit 4, when we click on chapter 9, there are 5 different concepts in chapter 9. So this is going to be a pretty lengthy chapter. It's going to take a while to get through it, and we're going to be stopping several times throughout this chapter to talk about. There's 2 or 3 videos that we're going to be watching that go through this chapter. And it's probably one of my favorite chapters to talk about because there's so much history with it, but there's also the outcomes of these issues that we talk about in chapter 9 are still being straightened out today. There's a lot of stuff that because of what happened in the mid to late 1800s, it affected the way our country is today, the way our states are formed today for some of them. There were 2 different types of governments that were starting to set up about this time. And so anyway, in 9.1, we're going to be talking specifically about the life that slaves lived from the year of about 1800 all the way up to about the very beginning of Civil War, which would have been about 1860, 1861, somewhere in there. On the Engage tab, we're going to be. How many have ever heard of the guy named Frederick Douglass? Anybody ever heard that name before? Okay, does anybody know what Frederick Douglass was? He was a slave. Okay, let's read through real quickly on what this paragraph. There are a couple paragraphs we're talking about. Frederick Douglass was born into slavery in Maryland around 1818. When Douglass was about 12 years old, his owner's sister-in-law, Sophia, began to teach him to read. This was against the law. Sophia's husband, Hugh Auld, forced her to stop teaching Douglass. Douglass continued secretly to teach himself to read. When Frederick Douglass was about 20, he escaped from slavery disguised in a sailor's uniform. He made his way to the home of an abolitionist in New York. As Douglass related, it was a time of joyous excitement which words cannot but tamely describe. In Douglass's 1845 autobiography, what is an autobiography, by the way?
Book about someone who went alone.
A book about yourself.
Yeah. He wrote, "Knowledge is the pathway from slavery to freedom." He also wrote, "I didn't know I was a slave until I found out I couldn't do the things that I wanted." All right, so here's what I want you to do. I want you to highlight that first question. I want you to bring up that notes tab. Why do you think you all did not permit Sophia Auld to teach Frederick Douglass to read? Okay, I want you to answer that one just to yourself, and then in your notes tab. Why do you think you all did not permit Sophia Auld to teach Frederick Douglass to read? I'll give you a minute or 2 to answer that. So what you'll do is you'll highlight it. As soon as you get done highlighting it, there should be a little thing that pops up. If not, you may just keep trying, or you might have to. There you go. You might double click it. If you double click it, that helps a little bit. And if that doesn't help, you may just refresh the page and then do it. when you get done with that, go ahead and go on to the next two questions. The second question said, how would you suppose Frederick Douglass was when he found out he was enslaved, and why do you think so? How would you suppose Frederick Douglass was when he found out he was enslaved, and why do you think so? Some of these people, like Frederick, was born into slavery. So they didn't really even know what slavery really was. They just felt that it was the way it always was. The people that went to auctions and were sold as slaves at the auctions, they were the ones that felt a little bit more of what slavery was. But there were some people like Frederick Douglass who was actually born from a slave. So he became a slave as soon as he was born. And so he didn't really know the difference of what slavery was and what it wasn't. But he did kind of find out that, when he was not allowed to do certain things that he wanted to do that everybody else could do, that's when he started figuring out that he was a slave. The third question says, what do you think would be the worst part of being a slave or an enslaved person, and why? And based on what you have read here, how do you think Frederick Douglass might have answered this question? You can do one of two things. You can make 3 separate sticky notes, or you can highlight all 3 questions and put them all on the same sticky note. That's fine, as long as you kind of separate them and it's easy to tell which ones you're answering. Either way is fine. Right? Yeah, it should. Yeah, because when I go back through them, I'm able to click on it. And it should be able to keep it. Yeah, it'll be there. Sometimes, whenever you click off or minimize, it doesn't show it on your screen, but it does show it on mine, so don't worry about it if it doesn't. Just make sure that you don't click off too soon. Make sure you have your whole answer on there.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm white.
What are you doing? Taking notes in there?
We just started. We got on to Discovery Education. No, I don't have one in my bag. What? You put it in my bag?
No, I think I left it in your store. I didn't pick it up for me, look.
I don't know. I don't remember picking it up if I did.
You have one